clone, copy, and name it over here, which we're going to name as tachometer, which is yellow. And now we're going to move it by Y, and it's a third one, just a little bit. You can see on our top viewport, and also over here if you're going to zoom in. Let's switch to the perspective view and zoom in using the zoom tool. See how we're working here. Kind of imagine that you can. I'm not going to get into the inside too much into the virus. Use your you just learn how to create the virus. You can extend and lines and just create better, lines, complex lines, and then it's going to complex wiring. Do whatever you want. Okay, here the next thing what we're gonna do, we're going to switch to the top viewport, and using the PAM view tool, kinda scroll it over here, and using the create tool over here, and make sure we're at the geometry now. Okay, and extended primitives, select to the standard primitives, just click on it and select it, then go to the box, and we're going to create the connector, 3-pin connector that we're going to put the wire in. Kind of put it in here like so, and then release mouse button and create the height. As you can see in my left viewport, I'm creating the height. See that? Okay, something like so. Release it, click on it, and recreate it. Go to modify, look at the top viewport, and in the modify, I'm going to teach you how to work with the edges more. So I'm not going to use my box properties, but I'm going to use as my polygon properties, edible polygon properties, and I'm going to give you some more tips on edges, which will give you better skills on creating models. Right click on the box, editable poly. So now we can extend this primitive and make complex shapes. Use the zoom tool, zoom in. Okay, and now what we're gonna do, we want to select the edges over here, this icon right here, and click on top edge once, and on this one, and holding the control button, click on this edge. Okay, what we want to do now, we're going to scroll down to the options here, and we can see here connect. Click on settings of the connect. What it does, it's basically it's going to connect those edges with one edge right here, segments 1, or you can use segments 2, like so. You can see it's created 2 edges that connected those edges, like so. Alright, in our case I'm going to use segment 1. I'm going to click enter, and I'm going to click OK. The next thing what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use my select the move tool and move it by X just over here, like so. The next thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this edge right here, so it's red now, and I'm going to connect it again using the connect. As again, it's under this option, we just scroll it down and find the connect. Settings, click on the settings, and as you can see, segment 1, and I just created 1 edge that connecting those 2, and instead of 1 I'm going to say 3. I'm going to click enter. Maybe not 3 but 2. I'm going to click enter. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create that type of holes in here, 3 holes like in our reference image in the beginning of the tutorial. I'm going to click OK. Okay, the next thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up, and I'm going to click on the polygon. Go to the polygon mode, and I'm going to select those. Before I'm going to select those, let's go back to edges again. We just went back to edges. We're right now on the top view. Let's click on top and select to bottom. So I'm just teaching you how to select between the views. And now let's go ahead and select this guy right here. Select this guy right here. Because on the bottom we don't have those edges right here, as you remember. Let me show it to you. I'm going to click on perspective view and click on our zoom extend selected icon. We're going to see exactly this box that we're working with. Let me go ahead and bring to the bottom. See, on top we have that 3 polygons that we're going to work, but on the bottom we don't have them. That's why we need to keep this in mind, and I switch it to the bottom. So I select those 2 edges and I say connect. Scroll down to the options, find the connect and 2 segments. Going to click OK. Now you can see in our perspective view it's created 3 polygons, which is fun and fantastic. What I'm gonna do now, I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit how to work with vertices. Have a look. Going to switch. You can always switch over here instead of icons over there for your convenience, but let's learn from here first. Go to vertices. I'm going to select, zoom in and select just those 2 vertices. Oops. See, I'm moving the vertices. This is bad. Like I taught you already, when you're selecting the vertices, you don't want to use the select and move tool. Let's undo. You want to use the select object tool. Okay, so when you're selecting the vertices, you have no ability to move them, to screw your model, and those button vertices as well. By holding control button, you can see that plus by the mouse icon, and this one right here. So I'm selecting those 4 vertices. Let's zoom out and bring a little bit to the top. You can see bottom selected, top is selected. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back to my top viewport instead of bottom here, or maybe let's keep it first at the bottom. See, at the bottom here, I'm working right now with the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and click on a right click on a bottom viewport. See, it's selected, this viewport. Using the select and uniform scale tool, click on it. By Y, click on that Y axis. I'm going to just move it like this and just keep it like that. You can see in my perspective view what I'm doing. Next, I'm going to click on polygon view, and in my perspective view I'm going to select this polygon and this with the control button, holding my control button on my keyboard. Alright, the next thing what I'm gonna do, I'm going to extend them. Using the extrude tool, and maybe extend. As you can see, it's extended over here, and let's cancel for now. Let's move our sub object tool, click on it and move, so just a little bit like that. We're gonna see what we're doing. Click extrude, extrude it, but this is too much. Let's extrude it by 2 or extrude it by 3. Let's say if you extrude it, let's say by 10, okay, and click OK, and now you wanna bring it a little bit back. How to do so? You just click on move and select the move tool, go into your left viewport. You can see those. If you will click on left viewport, right click button of your mouse and then click this guy right here, zoom extend, so it's going to show us the selected, whatever is selected, those 2 polygons. Now if you will using the select the move tool and move it by Y. See that? You can move and position them exactly where you want it. This is the other tip for you. See where your X and Y axis right here, and it's kind of not comfy for you to have them right there. How to fix this? This icon right here, use pivot point center, click on it, hold it, and select this guy right here on the bottom, which is going to say use transform coordinate center. Basically, whatever you're on your viewport, it will bring X and Y or Z axis for you right in the center, and it's very convenient for you now to move. Alright, so it's not on the left or on the right. This is another tip for you. So basically we're going to just make it like something like so. Okay, I can see on the viewport right here in perspective. Alright, now and click switch to and the options go up, get out from the polygon mode, just click on it, so we get out. So we're working with the whole object now, or 3D model. Click on our orbit sub object tool, and basically right click button on perspective view, and let's zoom in a little bit here. What happened here? See, our geometry is funky. When we were selecting those dots, accidentally we selected these dots, and we mess up the whole model. And let's go ahead and fix this, and then I will teach you how to do that. It's not going to happen. Let's switch from bottom view. Let's switch back to click on our viewport. Let's save it.